after getting hammered by Duncan in the last commentary as well.
Did he?
Yeah, Duncan should hold it.
What did he say?
Just didn't look like he was doing heads gone. Horrible. They've been having all the banter on Cobras chats with that.
Is there a link to some of the parents that aren't here?
YouTube.
Can you type it?
YouTube actually is a good one.
Is it just...
Do you want to get started?
Sorry.
Martin, ready when... Okay, afternoon guys. Welcome back to Action Indoor Sports Birmingham for another Junior Super League game. So in action today we have the Lions under-17s versus the Warriors under-17s. And opening the bowling we have Aaron Brown, batting Danny Blyton. And Rohan Kundaji as his partner. It's a lovely start there by Danny Blyton into the Springs for 2. And with me today is Kieran. So hello Kieran, welcome.
Hello mate, you alright? How did you enjoy your first game?
Yeah, it was a good first game actually. We had two games on both courts which went to the last over, so exactly what you want to see.
The beauty of indoor, isn't it? The pressure it brings in the last over.
It was a very noisy court, I think, noisy centre for those two games. Obviously the Lions lost by 1 run to the Vipers, and the Warrior men beat the Hurricanes by about 7 runs in the end. But 2 good games of cricket, went to the last ball. Exactly what you want to see from at home.
Yeah, definitely. We had a good shot. Fielder case. I had a few of the kids come and do a bit of a spell on commentary in the previous game, and they were, without a doubt, every single player saying that they were enjoying the pressure that the men's team can bring.
It's a lovely shot there by Rohan. Straight back into Springs again there. So Aaron's a little bit short at the minute. Rocking the Forrest Gump haircut as well. Like that look.
He likes the military, doesn't he?
Does he?
Yeah.
Oh, he's in the military, isn't he? What does he do? Do you know?
Is it cadets?
Cadets. Yeah. I've seen a few pictures actually.
Yeah, he loves that. Tried to correct it and got a bit full.
He's a very, very, very good on COD as well.
Is he?
Extremely good. So kind of fits that whole thing. Decent KD.
I have no idea what that means. I've never played any video games.
No. Too busy.
I was too busy reading.
Yeah.
I was reading and
watching indoor cricket games.
and watching indoor cricket. Yeah, you caught me out there. The Badger.
The Badger. Okay, so we have Max Goddard now coming on to bowl. Quite impressed with him because he's working really hard.
Yeah, he plays a lot, doesn't he?
Yeah, playing a lot of men's cricket down at this centre actually during the week. So playing against men every week, obviously naturally good to help these guys as they go, but vastly improved over the past 3 months.
Yeah, it's another thing we were talking about earlier about trying to get more of them to play more. It was just slid down like side there. Trying to get more of them to play more men's games. I think next year with the World Cup coming up, the under-17s, I'm going to try and put them into Division 1, if that's allowed, men's Division 1.
No, I think that's a great idea. I mean, just because a lot of these, I know things have changed a lot recently in this country, but the more game time these can get before they go to a World Cup, the better.
Yeah, entering them into the Open as well. Trying to get them. I'm going to try and get them to play in the under-21 tournament.
It's well bowled.
Yeah, it's tidy line, isn't it? Also,
good.
with Louis being one of the stronger fielders, just keeping him in the game.
Yeah, Louis, he played in the men's game, didn't he, last time for the Lions, and then
Fields well.
Did he do well? Yeah.
Yeah, he struggled with the bat, but he fielded really well. Bowled well.
Again,
well fielded.
Well bowled. Chances are there. So if you bowl that line and length, get it full, there's always a chance. So it's good bowling here from Goddard. And it's a 3rd ball opportunity, the first one of the game. Let's see if they can make anything happen.
Yeah, it's been a strong start, so a wicket here would bring them back into it a bit. It was a front foot over, well fielded by Cam as well. Something I've been really impressed with today, the first game wasn't streamed, but something I've been really impressed with today is the skill of the fielders on the line. It's not something that we've actually been particularly brilliant at. But earlier we had TKS, Cam, Reeve, Jack Ranganathan all getting run-outs from the line, which is not usually our strength as fielders. We usually pretty good at front court because we spend so much time working on it, but actually don't spend too much time on the line.
Yeah, I think that was one of the key things that we pointed out in the 2018 Junior World Series, wasn't it? That age
Certainly.
group in particular, if there was one area they could have really done well on, big no ball there.
Great shot though. Yeah, as a coach, after sort of one of the reflections upon it was, I certainly thought everybody would play down and up constantly, and actually we could.
Yeah.
And then what it meant for us was, because we didn't practice it that often, when we got caught out a little bit, when people did play flat drives, it's really nice by Louis, just needs to get to keeper's hands. Yeah, we got caught out a little bit with that.
Yeah, and I mean, it's good to, and obviously the guys that you mentioned there, 3 of them were there in that tournament. Jack's a new player, but it's good to see they have learnt something from that experience of going to the World Cup, and they're obviously correcting what they picked up and learnt from that series. So, yeah, that's the biggest thing for me with these kids, is that they do learn very, very quickly.
Yeah, certainly true. Especially when they start playing those men's games as well. They watch quite keenly as well. I know they sort of a few of them had a bit of a gym session in between games, but they yeah, they did. But,
Endless energy.
Yeah, weird, isn't it?
Just slipping out of Pete's
nice.
hands by the looks of it.
It's new ball, isn't
new
it?
ball.
They don't play a lot with a new ball. Very rarely do kids actually get an opportunity to play with a brand new ball. So I wonder if the no balls we've seen so far were.
Yeah, he doesn't normally bowl balls like that. He's actually very consistent with his bowling, Pete.
Yeah.
I think that's better. It's a good shot actually by Danny Blyton. So Danny actually, I think, is a good example really, because he played a whole year last year of men's National League A in one of the. So I think it was for the Jemmy and B side. He played a lot of men's cricket, and obviously with that he is only 17, 16.
Yeah, 16.
16. So one of the strongest batters in this tournament actually. So. Good to see him in action. Obviously his brother plays for the older Warriors side.
One of yours.
Yeah, one of ours.
The Blytons are all Warriors, are they?
They're Warriors, TKS, and Jasp as well in this side. Just trying to look down at the bottom. Will Fraze.
Dan Riley.
Yeah, Dan's not here
Nathan,
today, which is a
Luke.
shame, but
He's at a wedding trying to pull 30-year-olds, I bet.
good for him. No, Dan, so far, I mean, what he's brought to this side is fantastic. I mean, again, we keep saying it, but another one that plays a lot of men's cricket.
Yeah, carries me every week at Derby.
Bowling now is Tom Francis, North Middlesex player.
Just dragged a few down there.
Dragged it down, but you know, when I watch him bowl, his skill set's very, very good. Got a good googly, does spin the ball a lot.
Yeah.
Obviously, again, they've gone to opt with a new ball with a spinner. So maybe that's something they can look at. They've got some decent seamers in their side, really, as well. So
It's a spin heavy team today. So another dot from Tom there. Can he create a third ball opportunity with a dot here, or is it going to be another down and up from Danny? It's nice and full and a catch, and he's taken it. Good catch, Tom. So a bit of pressure built by a few dots, and then the catch comes. Warriors will be happy with the spin. Another drag down, so down and up very nicely. 31 the score. Very strong start from the Warriors. Coming into bat as two more North Middlesex lads. We've got Will Fraze.
drag it back a bit. Senior player, captain. Will's batting certainly, for me, is one of those that's improved a lot since New Zealand. He's always really happy with the ball in the fielder, and the batting players come on nowhere, so hopefully we'll see a few good dump shots here.
Yeah, one thing for Will, I would like to see him do better is bowling. Tackles, I think his batting has always been quite good. Just like it calls, he doesn't really call. Sometimes that can obviously put a little bit of doubt into the player. And, you'll know as well as anyone, a bit of doubt on the player is not particularly easy to deal with. But yeah, he's been playing really nicely, so he gets the ball down, hits the ball nice and low. He's quite punchy if you over pitch.
Yeah. Yeah, he hits it very hard as well. So good to see how this battle commences. I think maybe he's getting up Middlesex boy as well. Just is, so. Yeah, the first wicket there for the Lions. Hopefully they can feed off that now and continue to get a couple more, because the Warriors get off to a strong start. Pegs them back slightly, so let's just see which way it goes here, whether they can carry on getting the runs or the Lions start to
Tidied up by Tom Francis. It's weird for a keeper to be able to bowl spin, isn't it? Bowl spin.
He does bowl spin. I think he's making his keeping out there, isn't it? But nice work here for the Lions. Really holding himself on. 2 wickets so far on the over. Good lines again.
They've got quite a lot of spinners playing this game. I know they've got a few injuries though.
Yeah, he's a fabulous player.
Yeah, really strong indoor cricketer.
Ball's quick.
Outdoor cricketer. Yeah, left arm as well.
Good ball there.
Top of my head.
So first over. Yes, Eddie. Another seamer as well. First over from Lugo for -4 there, so a great thing to bring himself on. Peg back the score slightly. We're going to see David Marion here, the left arm spinner. So yeah, I see what you mean. They are jam-packed with spin. So a little bit of left arm around, I would guess.
Risk reward, isn't it? Spin with kids in there. Spinners you don't find loads in the level. And there's loads of people because they don't play spin very well. It tends to be a really successful option.
Lovely pace.
Really both came to the agreement that the playing of spinning and playing of bounce is something that junior guys don't take very well. I think you'll pick it up that. The tall bowlers will get the bounce. Obviously the spinners will get the bounce.
So I think so far he's got a lovely pace here. Just drawing the shots. Slight misfill on the line there. Maybe a half chance at best. I think the other thing is that we noticed with the World Cup is that the keepers aren't as strong. So obviously we had Alan Brown, who was a fantastic keeper, and it was noticeable how good he was compared to other keepers in the tournament. Yeah, and not keeping today. He's another good keeper. Yeah, he's grown a lot.
Yeah. When I first saw him, the day that one start, he did back, so it was obvious that I'm getting to know strength, then win the game. 13s didn't pick a keeper, right? An out keeper. They picked the best 12 players that they had for batting, bowling and fielding. If you remember, they actually went without a keeper.
Yeah, they went with 4 front court fielders, didn't they, instead of a keeper.
Which caused a confusion most players.
I was going to say that Aaron's footwear, big fan of those. Go nicely with the kit. Then you see that on the cameras at home with the black and gold Nikes.
Yeah, a bit of a trainer. Sleeper, don't you?
I love it when they're like that. Yeah, the pair of light blue Nikes.
Once again from Moore, keeps the ball down. It's another shot. So another spinner here, Case. He plays all the time. All the time. I think he plays every night for Derby. He plays in about 4 different divisions.
I don't obviously talk about people playing too much or overplaying, but you know, at this age, I think you can play, enjoy it, play the cricket as you can.
If you enjoy the game, especially at this age, it's not as hard as it can be when you're older.
So these two actually playing the spin quite well now since the first over. They're looking just to sit on the back foot as opposed to coming forward to it. So maybe they've had a little chat, but you can see they're actively trying to play it. Again, Nick's gone down and gone back again, so 2 more.
Yeah, Davis has got a foot in it. Something we saw with the Hurricanes earlier. They fielded really well in the front court. Luke. Fielded very strong in the front court. There is a real skill to be able to field in that front court. It's not only bravery, but crazy reactions and sort of calm heads, but these things.
Right up rounds.
He just needs to make sure he doesn't go too short.
Lovely land count. Really, really nice land.
And
That's mixed field at the back. The forward, score for that ball. And the noble height. So 6 on that ball. They're hardly over the line there, are they? That's the rule, so.
It's a little bit more easy to get into the front court. It's hard in the front court field, there's not the tall timber, but the ball's not really going over them.
No, it's getting quite square and flat. Yeah, those guys can just, not only does it allow you the chance to go run out, but it slows down the angles a bit. At the minute they're sitting deep, so they just go back to a big angle if they're looking to hit straight.
Especially at Birmingham, the net's being so tight. You get the ball in the area.
Yes.
If you sit back and wait for it to come off the net, you're letting their opposition have extra yards.
And this pair built their way back up to 29. So 31 first pair, 29 with 2 balls to go in this pair. Another short ball. One run score. Good strong double shot there from Will Frace.
You'll see the biggest difference when Will comes onto ball is a really strong bowler. He will pitch the ball. He will pitch the ball and still have to decide whether to come forward or not.
Yeah.
Whereas for most of the deliveries just bowled there, it was a quite easy decision to stay back.
Yeah, and I mean, 60 of the first 2 pairs, Warriors up to a great start. But it does not mean that this game is by any means gone.
No, definitely.
There is always a pair you can go for, always time to get wickets. But I do need to change something. At the minute, the lines, the lengths aren't quite right. The fielders aren't showing much atmosphere or just showing much at all, really. It's very quiet out there. Hopefully, Tom Brotherhill on the side here, so look chat to them and then we'll look to correct that.
Yeah, so we've got Cheyenne just coming to bat. I'd love to play with this, I definitely don't know.
I think I'm going to guess it's Calvin Koala, yeah.
I'll take that.
I like it though. It's nice.
Peyton Wilson up there. And he's batting with Luke Rushbrook, another one who plays loads and loads of cricket. As I'll look.
So we've got men's player Liam Brazier just talking to us here. Ecstatic after their win against the Lions. This over for me just shows at least a you can see he's Opportunity here. Chance? No. Too small.
Again, looking at the line fields, could he have been closer? Could have been closer with a couple of outs, maybe to finish the throw. Can Max take a wicket here? It's clipped. Aaron misses with the throw.
So just for the viewers at home, anyone that's tuned in, on the other court, the Vipers are playing the Hurricanes. The Vipers are batting first, and their skins have gone 25, 29, and 7 off 2 overs into the third. So total score is 61 there. So similar on both courts at the minute.
Yeah, pretty reflective of what happens in kids cricket. So when there's a pair in who are going well, you tend to find that the fielders drop off. And then when there's a pair that they go at and get a bit of success with, then they'll try and take advantage of that.
So Louis back on. Straight away starts with that one sliding across the right-hander. In he goes.
2 dots.
And another third ball. So again, bit of noise.
He's getting a little bit of stick from the back as well, isn't he?
Yeah, I can see we've got 3 at the back here. Oh,
inside edge, and they get away with it.
Get away with it. 1 run score. So we've got Billy Blyton, Finley Moore, and Tom Parkin at the back here, just getting stuck into Louis from behind by the looks of it. They are quite good friends, I believe. So
yeah, you'll let them away with that because usually you don't get stuck into people who are better than you. So
yeah, I mean, to be fair, at least Louis played a men's game today, unlike the other 3.
Taking Tom Brotherhood's role as drinks carriers.
Yes. Tom Brother's now coach by the looks of it.
Catch that. Yeah, that's a great catch, David.
Good catch by David Marion there. Low down. Hayward with another wicket. That's his 3rd so far of the game.
Something I'd love to see from the from the kids' players is that they should watch Mubbs celebrate a wicket.
Yeah.
And, they never celebrate a wicket like how they could. They're still down about the fact that there's 65 on the board, whereas this is an opportunity with a wicket just gone, pressure on the batsman to take a few more.
There's no reason why this can't be minus 15 pair if you work hard for it.
And the next pair, because once you get on a roll and a bit of momentum.
So figures of
3 for -8.
3 for -8 for Hayward. Fantastic 2 overs from him. I think he'll be quite happy himself, but obviously as captain, he's got his head on the game now and just make sure that we try and get the others getting a few more wickets to support him.
Yeah, and just character-wise, they just seem to be heads down a little bit, where they don't have a reason to be. Something we've tried to get a little bit to happen is for players to start identifying situations for themselves, and there's no reason for the players to have their head down at this point. They don't need a coach to tell them it's all fine. They should be realising that this is a real opportunity here. Tom spinning the ball away. Again, good fielding, that time by Aaron.
Yeah, and just look how much further over the line he is there to create a chance.
Much better.
Francis to bowl in.
That's a no ball because that's unfortunate. It's a no ball. Okay, so Aaron has stepped
that
over.
wasn't out caught.
No, Aaron has stepped over the line before the ball was let go, so it was a no ball.
Yeah.
It's then been run out because he didn't put his bat down.
Oh, right. Okay.
So a series of errors has led to a -5.
So not what we would normally say as good cricket all round. It's
yeah, the other one.
Yeah, the other one, but it's still got a wicket. So
World Cup umpire Matt Weekroft with the decision there.
yeah, he's still not had a haircut. So we're going on to about 4 months now. I'm not sure how he can. 6 years forward. Not quite sure how he can see, but no.
I don't think Matt Mice thought he could see earlier. The decisions he got earlier. It probably turned out to be right, but Matt was fuming.
And up there with Laura's legend, Will Clare.
So again, just something the Lions just not switched on enough. Cheyenne stood in the middle of the wicket. The fielding's been done by David. It's hit Louis' hand, and then he's just not reacted to run him out. He was just clear and obvious chance there, created by
That's
Tom.
well bowled.
Good rip.
Yeah, you can just see how it came out of the hand. It was just so much. It's just fizz. You can just see it. Just keep bowling that ball. Keep bowling that same ball.
A little bit of traffic. Matt rushing the field on the other court.
I like the way that Hurricane side of gelled though.
Yeah.
You can tell actually how well they're getting on, and
Play and miss. Yeah, it's probably the thing that the Vipers and the Hurricanes have done a little bit better. The Warriors obviously got players who didn't play in the last round that play in this round, players that played in the last round not at this round. That makes it quite difficult to gel. The Hurricanes and the Vipers have had a similar-ish team turn up to both days. They've had players turn up who've been the sub.
yeah.
And because they're there all day and they nip off to Subway and other fast food is available, but
Pepe's, I believe they've all gone to today.
oh,
Pepe's, yeah.
is that the shout? But they go there, they hang out, they get to know each other a little bit better. Nat was telling me earlier that's something the Vipers are trying to do as well, to get to know each other a little bit better, to make it easier to be supportive of each other. I'm not sure the Lions have quite mastered that at this point.
But
They don't
that
seem to be as loud.
I think that's just part of the game. Obviously, most people from other countries don't. In England, we don't have that core of centres, all around the country, and we don't have that. And a good catch there by Jones. Good catch.
Good athleticism. He is a good athlete. I think it's something that people have got to remember happens in representative sport, in any sport.
Yeah.
You play representative sport. I imagine at some point you've been to play for a team where you didn't really know everyone there.
No.
Whether it was Leicestershire at under 13s or Midlands, Bunbury, or whatever it was. There's times where you don't know everyone in your team.
No, there's not, and you do get people who like to stay in their comfort zone and just play with their mates. But ultimately, if you want to succeed and you want to be better, you've got to be used to, going into new sides, going to meet new people, and how to interact with those guys. So I'm really happy to see that the Hurricane side have gelled like the way they have.
Yeah,
We have a different system in this country. We haven't got state cricket or where sides grow up together. So even if you are new to the side to start with, you stick with that same side for years to come. Here we've tried to find a new structure which will create that for the futures. So hopefully these younger Lions, younger Warriors step up into the adult Warriors, and they'll be part of that franchise for years to come. Yeah.
They can retire you.
They can retire me. Thank God for that. But no, that's the way forward. I mean,
2 coaches now for the Lions. Ollie Green getting involved as well.
No, that's fantastic to see. So you've obviously got 2 England men's players there.
One England men's player, 1 England drinks carrier.
Yes. Well,
fair to say?
I was going to say 1 drinks carrier and 1 commentator, but
True.
So now there are 2 lads there, obviously part of the Australia squad, giving their advice to the youngsters, and that's fantastic to see. Not quite sure what they're going to be saying, but generally Ollie Green does speak a lot of sense. So good level 3 outdoor coach. I'm sure the words of wisdom were quite helpful, but we have quite a strong batting pair now in. So Tom Kent-Smith and Olu Jasper.
Yeah, and Pete de Boll. These 2 are really quick between the wickets. What we saw in the first game was not many chances given for fielders because they're so quick. And Tom particularly will get the dive out if necessary, which I absolutely love to see. Massive chance, but again the speed. Got him in, didn't it? Good athleticism, good fielding.
And the players obviously think that was out, but I thought it was in from the naked eye.
Yeah, World Cup umpire Matt Wyckoff doesn't make many mistakes.
No, not too many.
Will Freeze telling him it was in, so interesting.
Farrow in. And well bowled. That's the Farrow we know. That's the Farrow. That length, that line. A bit of spin and bounce. Down the end.
In again. Ollie uses his feet, hits through the V.
He used his feet well there. Turned it into a full toss. 3 scored.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with hitting flat, just got to hit the corners. Attempted to push it up a little bit more again.
Shot, there we go.
Again.
It's a good example of it. It's a lovely shot from TKS there.
Yeah.
4 scored.
Straight through camp.
Strong batter, indoors and out. Yeah.
Just good cricket.
Derbyshire under 12 batter of the year, was it? Or under 13 batter of the year? Recently?
It was under 14s last year.
14s was it? Sorry.
I think it was bowler.
I keep going back to JWS 2018.
Yeah.
So
it might have been batter of the
40s.
year before that. He's an all-rounder, so it wouldn't surprise me to know he's a 1 batting and 1 bowling award. But no, good cricket all round.
Just checking there's no bins over.
That's the thing with spin. It's high risk, isn't it? They do take wickets. You've seen Louis take wickets when he lands it consistently on line length. But actually, if you get it a bit wrong.
Yeah, interesting to see actually that obviously they were on 60 after 2 pairs, and then 58, sorry, after 3. So the Lions have got to feel like they're in this game again now.
Yeah.
Anywhere below 85.
Yeah, 8. I think 90 is still in the game if you bat well. Catch that. A good catch. Matt's action sideways, so I can see back foot and front foot. I'm just looking at his action for him, but she's videoing it like that, so I won't be able to see enough. She's there videoing it. She's videoing that ball because he got his action, because he gives it a shake. She used to get sideways on, so I can see that.
Case Mohammed there with the wicket. Mahmood, sorry. Apologies.
Well
good fielding on the line there by Aaron Brown. Great shot there by Jasp. Just getting on top of the bounce.
Yeah, good energy by Louis there. I like that. The ball was obviously going to go over Max, so he got himself across to be able to get involved in the game. I want to see my fielders get involved in the game as much as possible.
Oh, yes.
This is where that risk-reward comes in now. So the leg spinner doing a really good job of building pressure. It's well bowled.
Oh, well fielded. Louis Hayward there with the fielding, superb.
Just needs to hit.
It's a good early call there from Jasper though.
Yeah. Yeah, they ran well. They ran well in the first game. So Tom Kent-Smith on 6 and Ollie on 4. 69 the score with 12 balls to go. What would you be looking for a score?
Yeah, I would just try and get, another 16 to 18 runs on the board here. Obviously, Cam Jones reasonably expensive in his first over. He went for 16.
Needs to pitch it up.
So has to go fuller here. If he doesn't go fuller, this score could jump up quite quickly. A better length. Less than wide. Ollie's done.
On the up, gets away with it.
So
up,
a better
down,
line of
rather
length.
than down, up.
Yeah, he's gone for the old up down. So you see straight away, first 2 balls, the scores jump straight to 74 again. That's better, much better.
Tom should be using his feet there to go across the crease and create himself.
The youngsters do that a lot, don't they?
Yeah,
they try and cut it a lot.
I would say was that a chance?
Yeah, a little chance there, I think. A little drop catch. Maybe a half chance. The nets here at Birmingham are quite quick, so sharp catch there to Max. He just unfortunately he's put it down. But the line led so much better here from Jones.
Oh, I think that was out, If that's not hit Cam's foot, I think that was out.
Yeah, and 78 the score.
2 wickets, last 7 balls, and they'd be very happy.
Another full ball, and well fielded by Case Mahmood at the back there.
Yeah, that's nice.
Keeping it down to 1, lucky because it could have easily been 3, 4 or 5. Well fielded Case. And you got Coach Brotherhood at the back here. Well, actually, it's not Brotherhood anymore, it's Brotherhood. Standing at the back here.
By his surname?
Yeah, by the surname. I mean, that's the second time I think the people have struggled to spell his name. I mean, he's had Bortherhood. He's had Brother Space Hood.
Waterboy.
Yeah, Waterboy.
I've got to apologise to Tom. I've gone really harsh on him today. But
well balled from Brown.
So I was going to say this is an interesting decision. I did a few little stats, obviously. You know what I'm like. I did a few little stats after the last round, and the Lions bowled the most extras in the game, in the games that was played, and Aaron was culpable. As we talk about it, just because he's not quite new to bowling, but he's obviously developing his action, trying to gain some consistency. And whilst his pace has gone through the roof, he's just got to try and be a little bit more consistent with line and length. It's probably the weaker area of his game. His batting is obviously very strong, keeping very strong. Just something to add here. Well bowled, well fielded. You've just got to repeat that. Louis really has stood out here, hasn't he, as a fielder?
Yeah, he's been tremendous. Leading from the front as captain, but he has stood out. That's well bowled.
Yeah. Good Yorker.
I like that. Full and wide.
Not many options to be able to hit that.
No.
Other than square.
These guys don't really get their footwork, all the way across to dunk it. They just kind of swing their bat at it out there, so there's hardly any chance really of a dunk shot. And a leg side wide, chance. And given.
I would like to see that on a replay.
Yeah, I feel like just out. Bat bounced up as well, so
That bounce might be a big part of it. Let's see if we can get TKS's attention.
Cam Jones certainly thought it was out.
So there's one of the wickets.
Can't quite get I attention here, but I think it was good. And another no ball off the track.
Yeah, it's an interesting decision to go to Aaron last. He does bowl quite a few extras at the minute. It's the area he's working most on.
The thing with Aaron though, like I watched him bowl quite a lot. You may get these extras, the wides and that, but then it's out of nowhere will be a just unplayable ball.
Yeah, definitely.
Opted to leave that. Ball was good.
Yeah. To say when I first saw him play, he literally bowled off one piece. He's in less than 2 years. Less than 2 years? No,
Yeah.
about 2 years has gone through the roof.
Oh, and a wide ball. So
Brotherhood
another
doesn't
re-ball.
like
Where is he? Where's Coach Brotherhood?
that. Oh, the Hood hates that.
Billy Blighton just walking by, opted for the eyebrow slit there.
Rather
Not sure
than-
about that.
Rather than what?
Well, rather just having full eyebrows.
He's chose to have a slit. It's
Yes.
not a punishment for anything.
No, I believe he's actually chose to have that done at university. So
Oh, wow.
questionable decision there.
Yeah. Well,
Maybe we
we'll
can get
make-
hold of Coach Tom for a second in a minute, but
He's not having it.
He's not having any of it. Shy
I think
one.
80 is a par score here.
Here we go. If we can get a few minutes with Finley Moore here, that would be absolutely fantastic. Be really good.
Finn, how did your first game go?
I did a good job from the sides, holding the water, supporting the team, up the Vipers.
We'd like to have a chat with you if possible.
I'll be round in a minute.
Coming round, yeah.
I still can't believe that Billy's chose to have a slit.
Billy, we're just
Strange
wondering,
decision.
is that
Was that
by
a
choice? That eyebrow, is it by choice? It was by choice.
So it wasn't a punishment? I'd have thought like he went on his phone on a lad's night out or something.
Yeah,
Or,
I mean he's at uni, so call of eyebrows is.
Or he had a water. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's done something. He's had a soft drink.
So Hayward, captain of the Lions, batting first here, so taking
Responsibility.
the bull by the horns, as they say.
Yeah,
So
we batted with Tom in the first game.
and they're going to bat together again.
Yeah,
So
pretty strong start as well in the last game.
two North Mids lads batting together, two strong batsmen. Be interesting to see how they get on.
Swagger from Ollie as he walks past.
Kit looks good though.
It does.
Does look good. Hat, hoodie, bottoms. Happy with that.
As if it's your decision how much it costs.
Well, I believe actually for this World Cup we're heading with two different kit suppliers, which is unusual. We've normally only ever gone with one. So Fraser to bowl, as mentioned, a very, very strong bowler. So
Yeah, but really full.
full, swings it. Should be a couple of chances here. So if they can get a wicket in the first over, it puts the Lions under pressure straight away.
Definitely.
Full toss.
Shot.
One.
Ooh. Bit of Kieran Cookfield in there at the back. A little fumble.
So yeah, sorry, I was saying. So normally we've only had one kit supplier for the past, however many World Cups there's been. But this World Cup, they've actually going to go with two. The first time that's happening, just broadening the horizons a bit. So they're going with Under Armour, obviously a massive brand.
Excellent.
Under Armour for the travelling kind of style pack, and TNF with the playing kit.
Is that who are making the kit for this? Too?
This is A7 actually making the kit for the Super League. So shout out to the kit suppliers of the Super League, A7.
Yeah, the kit's nice.
Kits do look good.
Willing down the leg side. Not ideal. 2 for 3 at this point.
So joining the three of us, we have Lions
Joining the two of
sub-coach,
us.
Ollie
Joining the
Green.
two of us.
Not shy of a threesome, Ollie, so
Yo. No, smashing, good call. beef and steak. Five for none.
So, Ollie, what do you know? See, you give the lads a bit of words of advice on the side here. What was said at halfway, if anything?
Broken it down into 20 a skin. We've said don't go chasing the 31 here. If, of course, you're on 26, 27 after the third, then, look for that extra point in the skin. But Louis is a good player. I don't know much about Mr. Francis here, but I'm sure he's liable as Louis wants to bat with him. And they'll take all of them. But I think we've told them chase 20 a skin and see where we are after that.
And Ollie, you're not just playing here today, are you? Actually, you're so you're doing 3 jobs by the looks of it. Well,
Again.
4.
Again.
4. Multi-talented man playing for the men's Lions side, sub-coaching the junior Lions side, commentating again, and also you're in charge of the junior physios. Is that the right thing to say, or?
Sports therapists.
Sports therapists. So learning sports therapists. Can you tell us a bit about what's happening in the other room there?
So predominantly for the men's side, we've got 10 sports therapists, or 9 sports therapists from the University of Derby. And they've got to do their placement hours outside of the uni rather than doing it in there. Just expands their horizons, makes sure they're fit for the job at the end of that. They've got to do 200 hours, and this is a really good way for them to spend 10 hours on the day and just sort people out, really, because there are some quite unfit lads in the men's setup, as you may know, Anish.
Yeah, there's a few injuries flying around. We haven't seen Sam Stokes since the Sri Lanka series, or Luke Gunn. Luke's obviously got a bad shoulder. Stokesy has a bad spine.
Bad everything, really.
Bad everything, glute, spine. But champion players like that. Obviously, Luke was the MVP in the Sri Lanka series. Sam was the MVP the time before that. So a big miss for the sides that they're part of. I believe Luke's part of the Hurricanes, who have lost every game so far, and Stokes is part of the Warriors side. So 2 huge misses in that sense. But if you're not fit to play, you can't play. So what a miss.
Young Danny Blyton to bowl the third. 15 on the board.
Yeah, he's been a strong bowler in this tournament so far. So leggies and googlies, but bowls a lot of googlies actually.
Tricky bowler. Yeah, he doesn't just blow it out the hand and just let go of the ball. He really does bowl it with some conviction, which a lot of young spinners fall foul of, I think. TB exclaiming his love for the Lions there on his way past.
I think he likes, it just matches him. The black and orange just goes really well.
Yeah, I agree. It's a shame.
Is that what it is? It's the hair, is it?
He didn't show his love for it in the last game, bowling the ball off the track 4 times out of 6. But
well, what about
we'll let that slide.
I'll tell you what about that last ball? Surely that should have been a catch.
I don't think he was expecting Ben to actually play a shot when it was so short. I don't know whether he reacted a bit slowly, but yeah.
Yeah.
It's unlike TB because he's got some sharp reactions with that front court.
Oh, and a good bit of fielding.
Great fielding from Danny B there off his own bowling. You've got to field them off your own. If you don't trust your teammates, you do it yourself.
Some experience with that then?
No.
Played in a team like this before, have we?
Takes me back to my Mavericks days with Anish.
Yeah. And Stokes.
Stokes, yeah.
And Mill. Decent little side, the Mavericks.
I mean, I got bought in as a keeper originally, and that went south pretty badly when I realised you couldn't wear 2 gloves.
Yeah, you broke your thumb, is that right?
Broke my thumb twice in one National League season, yes. Once off Stefan Van Dijk, once off Neil Furlonger.
Oh, funny, Stefan Van Dijk broke my fingers too, except he bought me a beamer.
It's, yeah. Yours wasn't just trying to catch the ball.
It's been a regulation job.
16
off 3 overs. Think they'll be quite happy with that.
Yeah, I mean, if you said to them 20 a pair, they're well on track there for that. The question is, what strength the Lions got in the rest of the batting? I know they've got Cam Jones and Aaron, 2 strong batters. Pete Farrow. So you're happy with the 20 a pair?
20 a pair, I think, is pretty solid to go for. I'd back Aaron and Cam to go a little higher as well if needs be, and I'd back these 2 to go a little higher. As I say that, we're with a good bit of fielding, so it gets
a big
the
setback.
Yeah, they don't call well, do they, kids?
They don't hear anything.
You can't hear a thing. Like, just call.
I'm sure TB's telling them that now on the back court. He's bottle in hand outside the net, what he's used to, really.
He's taken some absolute stick today, TB. But then again, he has got the biggest following, on our videos. So probably fair enough.
TB
Moose, yeah, they do love a good shout of Moose.
Feed the Moose and he will throw it on the floor.
And another wicket.
Total down to 6 now. They're going to struggle to get that 20 as their target.
I think they just got to build for 4 twos here. That's the best thing they can do. Don't go searching for that 20 you spoke about. 4 twos. Got to rely on your big players, Aaron and Cam, to come out with maybe a 30 skin. But this is good bowling here from the Warriors. Obviously, they only get 1 new ball per game, so the spinners got a lot more control of this ball now. A shot, well fielded at the back.
No call, man.
Bro. Dead ball, shot to the head there.
Who did that?
Louis hit it.
So Louis actually hit that full toss and it's gone straight into Tom's head. Let's hope he's okay there. He's getting up, so waiting for Coach Brotherhood to come on. No, we've got Mrs. Blyton on instead.
What was she then? Is she a doctor or something?
I'm not sure. I can say she didn't give birth to the Blyton, that's what I say. What she did.
Yeah, not nice to see when someone just gets a little whack on the way through. He got up pretty quickly, which would be a good sign.
So Ollie into his 5th job of the day now.
Now
5th
he's
job.
into his head roll as physio. Just needs to make sure he can see.
Concussion tests.
Yeah. I reckon the physios are getting twitchy. The sports therapists, sorry, getting a bit twitchy. They're going to have to do some work.
I think they're running off actually.
Yeah, a few of them actually are.
It's really the boys are running off and the girls are still sat here.
There.
Yeah.
Trying to watch and learn a little bit about cricket. I said to them earlier.
Junior coach Dave Brown walking round, concerned
Happy.
look on his face.
Happy with the Vipers though, I bet. Happy
Yeah.
with the Vipers, I bet.
The Vipers with a big win this morning.
Yes, we made hard work of it.
How are you judging up the junior Vipers? We've obviously been watching this game. You've been over with the junior Vipers a little bit. What are you seeing over there?
Yeah, some good stuff. I think it's going to be a good game actually. It's measuring up nicely. Both two strong sides, I would say, the Vipers and the Hurricanes. And this is what we want. This is what we had in the first game with the men's Vipers v the Lions. We want strong competition. We want good close games. That's the whole point of the Super League. So it's shaping up nicely today.
Yeah, and interesting to see that. Obviously, from an outside point of view, your leadership of that side seems to be on point because you've got plenty of players here, plenty available. I think the other 3 sides all this week seem to be struggling with their availability and players. So how have you gone about that? How have you gone about making sure that you kept the whole... Is it your whole squad here again today, or just one player missing?
Just missing Luke Coleman. Yeah, just missing Luke Coleman, and obviously we know with Luke that he's a contracted player in Middlesex, so it's always going to be difficult to manage his workload. So, but we kind of knew that before the competition started. So, but yeah, I guess I've been lucky, and I was always happy with the selection because I've got a lot of young England players, some 21 players who I know I can sort of rely on their sort of enthusiasm. So that alongside having people like Alex Nell in the side as well, who is just a phenomenal player. I think he was player of the match in the last game at the ripe old age of 43. So I've got a really nice mix and a really good bunch of players, so I'm very lucky in that regard. But you know me, Anish, I'm strong on discipline and organisation, and I expect no less, really.
Good. No, that's brilliant. Thank you for that, Dave. So just for the viewers at home, Tom had to go off there. Obviously, Ollie wasn't happy with either concussion tests or blurred vision potentially, but Ollie's obviously asked him to come off, and a nominated batsman Max Goddard came on. Obviously, Max will have to bat again in his pair, But for now, that pair finished on 9, and in have come Peter Farrow and Case Mahmood. So 2 good batsmen, I think. So
Yeah. Stylish batsman, especially.
yeah, I like the way Case, just like the way he goes about it. It looks good.
Like a young Kabir.
Young Kabir, that's his idol, isn't it, Kabir?
Yeah, Kabir's his idol.
I think most of those lads look up to Kabir. Expected, really, when, you know.
Yeah, he's at Willows a lot, isn't he? So he's probably the best player that plays regularly at Willows. He starts with a 3 through Tom Kent-Smith's legs. I imagine he'll be pretty upset with that.
Yeah, that brings back memories of New Zealand 2018 there.
Yeah, I'm shivering as a coach. Cheyenne on to bowl, ball in his offies. He's a tidy off spinner.
Woo. Got a good arm as TKS.
Yeah, his mum was telling me earlier he's been in the gym every day. He's lifting weights. He's playing a lot of cricket at school at the minute. Shot.
It's a lovely shot by Farrow.
Nearly
So
snuck through.
Alison passing on her advice then in the gym to TKS, or will that be Roy?
I'd imagine it's the internet. I don't know. I don't think they're big heavy lifters.
I'll level the phone out. I lost it. He didn't touch it. He could have done some really ungodly stuff to my phone there.
We're
Cheyenne
professionals,
comes
Ollie.
in.
We don't do that kind of stuff. So another thing today, Ollie, your brother Dan Green getting the call up to Super League. Can you tell us a little bit about Dan?
He's classmate, to be fair.
And you're not just saying that because he's your brother.
No, he's a good cricketer. Outdoor, he started off young as a bowler. Like you can see, he's got a pretty fluid action. He's not got some pace, probably quicker than you, Anish.
Not difficult.
But yeah, he's not really got all the pace in the world, but he bowls with some control. He can swing the ball, but he hasn't really bowled much outdoor. He sort of got shunned down to being a batsman as soon as pairs cricket finished, really.
What, under 11s?
Yeah, he's never really bowled since then, but he can bowl. He really can bowl. Needs to work on his fielding a lot indoor, transitioning from outdoor to indoor. He's a good outdoor fielder, but it's so different in here. You know, you never really, unless you're an idiot like me and you want to field short leg all the time, you never really stood as close as you are in the indoor game. So it's just a little bit more difficult. Hence why he's at top stump most of the time. But I think his batting's pretty good. It's just working on the calling and stuff indoor again. Different shots have different rewards indoor than outdoor, as you full well know.
Yeah, and obviously first game for the Warriors this morning, he got the first win. So
Yeah, 1 for 1.
1 for 1. It's good to have him in that side at top stumps. Bowled brilliantly, like you said. Obviously doesn't bowl a lot outdoors, but what a fantastic performance he put in this morning. So plenty more to see from Green. Yeah, any other family members or other people lurking around? Obviously, you brought in Ollie Walker into the game, another one from Beacon.
Yeah, he's a ridiculous cricketer, young Walker. I mean, he'll be featuring on the other court in a couple of skins' time. He's a pretty talented man. Played Worcester Twos last year at the age of 14. I think the youngest ever to play for Worcester Twos.
We have a wicket on this court, sorry to interrupt. TKS, Tom Kent-Smith with the bowling Case Mahmood. So the Warriors seem to be in control thus far this game.
It's because I'm on commentary and not coaching, Anish, I think.
So TB's not offering much, is he, down there, wherever he is?
That's why he hired me as his assistant. I've got to coach TB as well. It's ended up being
well
a good
fielded
shot.
by
That would have
Jasper.
been out again.
Yeah, just lack of calling with the juniors. We mentioned it before, but how do you work on these things with the say it was your outdoor side, Ollie, and you got the juniors, or even some of these juniors. How do you work on the calling?
In the indoor game, I think it's about, as much as calling, it's got to be partner trust as well. So, for many years you batted with Steph, and then for a few years now you batted with Kabir. The only call that you have to do, really, if you trust your partner, is no. You know when it's a yes, you trust your partner's good shots, you trust your partner's bad shots. The only call that I ever really call, or whoever I'm batting with really calls, tends to be no, because you just got to trust their shots. Communicate with your look as well. You don't necessarily have to do the loudest call in the world indoor. You should always be focused on your partner. He's only 8 yards away. It's not like he's a full length of the pitch away. I think it's just all all about communication in one way or another. I don't necessarily think it has to be screaming yes every time you hit the ball.
I got really excited there for a second, sorry. I just saw a nice, shiny, bold head and actually thought Adam Shepherd had showed up to play today. I just realised it's Rory's dad, actually. So
It is a nice, shiny, bald head, though.
But it's not Adam's shiny, bold head.
No, it's not. It's not Adam's, no. He's probably still nursing his hangover. Perhaps hasn't even woken up yet.
Strange from him, he loves the yellow ball.
It does.
And he does
Yeah,
love the
to
yellow
miss the
ball.
yellow ball day, it's not like Adam at all. So Laddie bowling here, right time over. It's well bowled, well fielded, and well played. So good cricket all round there. He went for 9 in that over. So 18 off his skin with 1 over to go. So they've managed to rebuild it really strongly here after a weaker start. Obviously, this is one of the pairs that Kieran picked out as being a stronger batting pair. So what do you think we're going to have next, Kieran? Who's going to bat next? I presume Cameron Jones and Aaron Brown will close.
So that would be David and Max last.
To David and Max. So yeah, Max obviously, like I said, is very, very much improved. So not that weak really with the batting. So the Warriors are going to have to do well here to pick up a couple of wickets.
Oi.
Not sure about that fielding placement there with what looked like
Essentially two-leg line
two-leg
fielders.
line fielders.
You don't see it often. Yeah, as Kieran just pointed out, the last pair, Aaron and Cam, is a potentially very high-scoring pair.
Yeah.
And that's, I believe, a 7 with the no ball.
I tell you what, the only time you need two-leg lines nowadays when you're playing against Sachin Patel. Seems to have forgotten how to offside dunk, but
Yeah, he's pretty obsessed with
the old leg side
with the
dunk.
leg side stuff now.
Just
It's
not
become his go-to shot, I think, which is
a foot
yeah.
outside off, and it's a leg side dunk.
yeah.
Maybe you need fast switch fibres to it offside.
Yeah, maybe that's it. The lack of fibres.
The lack of fast twitch fibres in Sachin. He's one of the slowest kids I've ever met. Not that we're criticising too many people on
Commentary.
on
here.
commentary. No. We are here to make sure the kids
It's all positive vibes.
all positive. Good piece of fielding, good bowling, good shot, good cricket.
Good pair as well. We're 30 now, aren't we? Is that going up to 30 or is that going
It's just gone up to 29, I think. So 3 balls left, 29 the skin.
It just shows, doesn't it, that you asked for 20 a pair, but first pair didn't quite make 20, and these two have fought back really strongly.
They've almost made up for it now, haven't they? And there's another wide, so they're going to ask for that one to be rebowled, I'm sure. But it's tough to see from here, but I actually think that's out.
Welcome. Can you be stumped? Yeah, I think you can be stumped off wide. Of course you can. But
Kieran, how long have you been playing? You can't be stumped off a no ball, but you can off a wide, so.
let's just not question World Cup umpire Matt Wheatcroft here. All right.
Yes, well, yeah, the World Cup umpire, Matt Recroft. I'm very surprised, you know. As we have pointed out, he is a World Cup umpire.
Going to Australia.
Going to Australia in the World Cup as an umpire, yeah.
Do miss our other World Cup umpire as well, Thomas Rowe.
Thomas Rowe, yeah.
Disappearing man, yeah.
Disappeared off the face of the earth. I think he's found love.
Oh, and a wicket there, soft dismissal.
Yeah, very soft wicket to lose there with 1 ball left in the skin. Still a good skin, 26. If you can just down up this for 2, 28, you've got to take that. Coach Dave Brown pointing out that was a front foot no ball actually, which is World Cup umpire Matt Wheatcroft has missed that one.
All the players standing in the back now.
Here we go. In. No ball.
Front foot no ball again. Front foot no ball
Tight.
again.
Yeah.
I mean, we're right in line with it, so it's a bit easier for us. But yeah,
down here,
World
yeah.
Cup umpire Matt Wheatcroft's got to spot that.
Maybe his
Yeah.
hair was in the way.
Yeah, he hasn't had his hair cut since he quit playing cricket.
It's 26.
October 2008.
October 2008. 26 that skin. The score 35, chasing 80. 2 pairs to go, 46 needed. 23 a pair, jobs are good. We have Goddard and Marion in now, and it will be Jones and Brown to finish last. So game on here on court 1.
Not to be mistaken with Maid Marion from Robin Hood.
Oh, interesting. There's a left arm spinner and a right hand batter.
It's more common than you think.
I like it.
I don't know
Nice
any
loud
left-arm
call
spinners.
there as well.
Yeah, I do. It's actually pretty
That's
common.
a beautiful shot
to
there by
bowl
man
with-
for 4.
They got 4 for that as
That's
well.
a lovely dunk shot.
Bit of a misfield from young Jasper on the tops there.
Yeah, interesting to see that their best leg side fielder is now at tops.
Especially given they've got two strong front court fielders in Will and Ollie. They could have put one on each side and
Yeah.
covered the front court.
I agree.
And they've gone a different route.
Why do you think they've gone down that route, Kieran?
I think they expect the ball to come to the back a little bit more. Perhaps these batsmen are going to hit a bit flatter, try and target the back net a little bit more than perhaps what other kids would play.
Well, I mean, young Marion hasn't got the build of a big hitter. Would I dare to say? So, do you think
some would
Mr.
say that
Goddard?
about you, I think, but
I'm just fat now, Anish. To be fair, put on a bit of timber. I just thought the only way into the England setup was to be fat. So I thought,
why not give it a go?
yeah, over Christmas I really did overindulge to make sure I was in for the World Cup next year.
Well, you've either got to be that or you've got to be overseas.
South African or New Zealand.
Yes, I wasn't New Zealand born, so I'm afraid it's the fat route for me.
Classic.
If you do watch this back, Duncan, I
So
apologise.
speaking about that, how's Tom saying anything at the back there to the players, or?
He's probably telling them how good he is at cricket.
Yeah.
I dare say he said.
I
I dare say he said nothing about their game. I think he's probably talking about his own game and a bit of golf. Yeah.
A bit of golf. He loves his golf. TV.
I think he will end up retiring from cricket to become a full-time 20 handicapper.
They've actually gone back to the fielders now
Yeah. So
Yeah, they've now returned to what you suggested.
with an off-spin bowler.
Yeah, with an off-spin bowler, which you'd probably think that they will chase back net, and they've now opted to return to the field that you'd expect. Playing a decent shot there, TKS, just a little bit of a misfield. If you probably
And your dad's here, bringing you some lunch.
bringing me some food.
By the
yeah.
looks of it,
The food,
still being looked after.
the
It's good to
centre
see.
does sell food, and this is just now from McCall's supermarket.
Mallory trying to get a game here. I look by the looks of
Mallory
it for the
desperate
Lions.
to get a game in a
Loves
flash.
her Indian cricket. Loves the yellow ball.
Red suede boots. I
So
think we have
can
enough,
you
yeah.
step out? Let's look at his shoes again. Oh yeah, the red suede. Yeah, clearly come to support the Vipers today.
Wearing all black and red. Louis Vuitton bag. She's wearing about £700 worth of clothes.
Real
yeah.
or fake?
Is it a Turkish market Louis Vuitton bag, or is it real?
Real. No.
No, it's fake. It's a Turkish market. Turkish market Louis Vuitton. Sorry, back to the game here.
Oh, okay. She's gone down the route of she's not going to buy real.
Let's come
because
off the
she's a
net.
vegan.
Oh, is she?
Yeah.
I don't agree with yeah, it's come off the back net there. It must have hit the corner, at a
exactly,
weird
yeah.
way, and it's come off there.
And these two have got their way up to 17, so still 2 overs to go. Even if they get another 10 here.
I think they're probably within Cam and Aaron range already, to be
Yeah.
honest. So if they can get even closer, I think it gives them the best chance to even have a couple of setbacks, which
So
you'll
what's-
expect for two people that want to go back net.
So what's the shout? There's just no wickets here. 2 overs, no wickets. You'll be happy.
Agreed. No wickets.
Perfect.
No wickets. You can take 4 third balls if you must.
Just walking by us now, Nav Patel.
Now Patel, speaking of New Zealand born,
Clearly just getting his new Lions kit, hat and hoodie to match.
looks good. Looks good.
Not
He's now
sure.
gonna
I'm not
sit
sure I'm going to
in
see him
the
in a
way.
hat very much, but
No, you can sit there.
it'll
That's fine.
do.
Sit there. That's fine. That's more in the way there. Sit there. Well bowled. I mean, he was New Zealand's best player as well. He's just going to travel around the world being the strongest player in every country now.
Yeah, I agree. USA, I think they're looking next for him. You see that? The two
I believe
new-
Liam Plunkett is going to play for the USA.
Yeah, did you see Lords? Is it Lords indoor cricket? Texas, both Texas. Is that
Both in
right?
Texas, yeah. 2 indoor centres in Texas. There's talk of the next Masters World Cup being there.
Yeah, and one in Finland.
One in Finland, yeah. There's
Finland,
1,000 people watching an indoor cricket game in Finland, which is well,
No, it was just like
it's what happens when people like Pavel Florin from Romania, legend. He watches.
He is a
watches
legend.
the
He
streams.
does watch
He
the
did watch
streams.
against Sri Lanka. A legend of cricket, not just It's a poor timing for a wicket, but still 2 balls remaining. Anish at his own centre, getting Pepe's piri piri.
Piri piri can't go wrong.
But yeah, people like Pavel Florin, you know, they turn up to cricket games. You immediately know they're stars, and it's spreading the game of cricket across Europe.
Here, speaking of the devil,
Here he
slow
is.
twitch Sach Patel, walking by the stand right now.
Slow twitch Sachin,
That's his nickname.
and he's wearing invisible sleeves.
Yeah, where are his sleeves?
He's got no sleeves.
Mr. Warpath, they call him now, to be fair.
Mr.
All the
Warpath.
juniors call him Mr. Warpath.
He says he feels as though other brands have missed an opportunity. He's gone head to head with Brett SMG, and he's taken the English indoor cricket world by storm.
Yeah, 2 wickets and 2
Poor
balls here.
timing there. Poor
Saying
timing
that
for the
though,
wickets.
SMG stumps here, and they are
Oh yes, and
the
they're
best.
proper quality stumps. Thanks to Brett for those. I mean, still a lot of people using the SMG stuff over here. I prefer the gloves to Warpath gloves.
Better design, that's for sure.
Better design, better quality. I've dived once in Warpath gloves and my finger came out. So I will be using SMG gloves. Plus I put my name on them. Skin finishing on 10 after being very good.
Yeah,
Rowan Kunja finishing with figures 4 for -15.
There's one over to go. 1 over.
Oh my god, 1 over to go. That shows how well they did start. The 17 off 2, -7 off that one. Just a bit of a backward step, but if they can recuperate and leave Cam and Aaron 30 or less, I think they'll be in a pretty good position, Kieran.
Completely agree. Just looking at the other court as well, set for a good finish over there. Reeves about to bowl at Matt and Ollie.
Oh, that'll be a nice little
And,
battle over there.
68's the score with 89 to chase.
Liam Brazier actually walking by, the newest member of the Warpath Ambassadors.
Yes, and the first Warpath ambassador of 2020, I believe.
He is.
Um,
And well deserved as well.
Yeah, as a man desperate for money, I'm not surprised he's taken that.
I think every penny you can get, Liam.
Yeah.
Run out chance. Oh, and given!
Umpire.
World Cup
Welcome
Umpire.
umpire Matt Wheatcroft.
has given it. I think we're going to need to look at, back at home, you guys can rock and roll that with your pause and start, but I think you'll find that's not out. But let us know.
We've got the stream here.
Oh, we've
we're
got the
going
stream here. Let's have a little look then.
to have a gig at that one and let you know if World Cup umpire Matt Wheatcroft has made an error there. He's missed another front foot no ball on World Cup umpire Matt Wheatcroft. Just having a look at the stream now. Oh, it wasn't that ball. Never mind, eh? Next
Oh, ball.
delivery
This
on
is a
the
good
stream.
over from Rushbrook. In again. It's a good strong shot there for 2. Well fielded by Tom Kent-Smith. Ollie, any conclusion on that run out?
It's pretty close, and I just stopped it 1 frame too late, so we'll give it another go.
We're going to
now.
give it another go.
Out.
Out. Tell you what,
World Cup umpire Matt Wheatcroft has
right
never
again.
made a mistake.
He's right again.
He
By
has
about a
never
foot.
made a mistake.
He doesn't make
He's
mistakes.
actually out by a foot as well. That shows the quality of the man's umpiring. That we're all sat in line with the line and we've all gone not out. Hence why he's up there and we're going to attempt to play.
Okay, so the Lions' strongest pair coming in now. 35 needed. Kieran, Ollie, what do you think are their chances of getting this score?
I'm going to go Lions win.
Lions
Nothing
win,
to do
Kieran?
with loyalty, but I think they're going to go.
I think it's all on this first over. If they have a good, strong, solid first over,
And they pick
Lions will
TKS
win.
to bowl as well.
Yeah, if they're in charge. But if TKS goes 0 or
I mean,
that's a shot.
looking at that shot,
then I'll back the
I'm
Warriors.
still going to
If it's a
stick with the
0
Warriors.
Takes after his dad, doesn't he, young Aaron?
Yeah.
Just plays down ups for fun.
They use the same bat, actually.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
That's
So
It's a little bit weird,
not a
but
good
yeah.
start here for the Warriors. TKS has to get his lines straight. Yeah, decent pace.
nice blonde hair as well.
He's gone for the, I don't really know what to call that, but the One Direction look, potentially. Oh, nice.
That's
and
a
Nav
good,
Patel
quick
bouncer there by the
bumper.
youngster. Yeah,
and he's just Nav Patel there going, I would have done that. In fact, he did. He did in the last game.
Did he? Did he do
He did
that?
opt for the bouncer route. He told me to hang back on the 3 line and then bowled it over his head. It was just strange, strange tactic.
Hey, gotta let the batsman know, mate. Gotta let them know.
Ben Scott thought the slow ball was coming, and I think that was the
That's a
reverse
better ball,
psychology that Nav was
but
going
a little
for.
too late after that over's gone for 10.
Money's still on the Lions from Team Green here. Nav, where's your money? 24 in 3 overs, where's your money?
The strongest batting pair, Nav. What you saying? Fielding side, so Warriors.
Braz, where are you going, mate? Tie. He's going for a tie.
Oh.
I think you're going to get some good odds. I'll have a fiver with you. I'll have a result, you have a tie.
Ever the eccentric. This is the hardest possible result.
I would ask Jaden, but I don't think he knows the game very well.
So, obviously we talked about earlier, the only call you make when you're batting is no.
Yep.
I've been hearing a lot of getaway ball recently.
Getaway ball.
Yeah,
yes,
what's that about?
Liam Brazier's famous phrase. That's going to be given out. World Cup umpire Matt Wheatcroft, never wrong. That must have been out. Liam Brazier against Sri Lanka. He did it at 4, I believe, in one of the games, and you heard the big scream, getaway ball, and it was one of the most entertaining parts of the Sri Lanka series from England's perspective.
Along with his mancad.
Along with his and Anish Patel's mancad. The man sat to my left here.
Yeah, encouraged by you
was
two.
one of the finest things I've ever seen in my life. I mean, it's the only reason I joined indoor cricket is because I knew I could do that without people wanting to kill me.
Not so popular around the world, though.
No. The South Africans had a few choice words for myself.
7 overs over the wicket, one ball round the mancad.
Yeah. I'll come round now, please. And the batsman had no idea.
Yeah. So
55 the score. Yeah. There's 14 deliveries remaining, 26 to get. If you play your down-ups and you play them well, you're going to win the game.
Jasper's bowling a great over here for the Warriors.
Or evidently just leave the ball just outside off. Taken after his test match hero Rahul Dravid.
That's a lovely shot.
I actually wish I could play that.
So does Sachin.
I'll play it off full tosses and that's about it, because, it's like a throwdown.
So Ollie Jasper with a superb over there.
Good over, but finishing 1 for
and
11.
Which, another strong bowler in Danny Blyton to come, so I think this game is 80-90% of the way to the Warriors.
No, Lions are winning. 24 off 12, Anish. It's an easy game. 8 balls remaining on the far
Vipers
court.
have won every game so far,
2 runs behind. Vipers have won every game, so the Hurricanes with a chance to upset.
At least one of the Hurricane side will get a win today.
Wow. Anish Patel throwing some shade on Neil Patel and Sachin there, on his fellow Patels.
It's not true that they say Patels do not stick together.
There's that many in indoor cricket, Anish. If you did stick together, it would be a very big crowd.
It's a lovely shot there by Brown.
Great shot.
Superb shot.
Scores to 59. 10 balls remaining. 22 required. I feel a big shot coming from Cam, and I don't know if the timing's right.
Well, if it's a full toss, it's certainly right.
I think he's got to bide his time and go in the last over. I think going
Take
now.
it deep,
I think. Well, yeah. Love taking it deep myself. You don't need to rush. You don't need to go for the ball too much now.
It's well bowled there by Danny.
9 balls remaining now.
And a good shot there. Take it to.
Yeah. Jaden, could you take a seat, please, sir? There's a commentary box here. It's not all about you. It's come off his hip, I believe.
Yeah, good decision
World Cup
there.
umpire Matt Wheatcroft making another correct decision.
And we have Finley Moore here walking by the
Finley?
umpire stand again.
Come over, sir. Who is your Lego hero?
It would have to be Emmett. I've seen the films. Hero, captain, leader, legend.
Captain, leader, legend. You heard it here first.
Well bowled, the googly there again by Blyton. just straight into Cam Jones's knee. So
Final
got ball
delivery.
to finish, and the Lions needing 19 to win from the last over.
Still back in the Lions.
18 for the tie for Brazier's call, and 19 for Ollie's call. Let's see where we're at.
It's not a call, Anish. It's not a call. It's fact.
Facts.
The Lions are winning.
Well, Warriors with their strongest bowler now, Will Frey to bowl.
Strong call there from Finn.
Finn's been playing well recently, can't you?
Yeah, Finn.
You know, that's the thing, right? So the thing with Finley is, hadn't said a word for the first 3 years he's played indoor cricket, and just recently started playing some good indoor cricket, and all of it's coming out. It's all piping out.
He's finally found a bat handle that fits his C hands. The bat was rattling in the hands before, but he's put an extra grip on and it slots straight in.
That's a lovely
Fine
start.
shot from
2.
Aaron there. They're going to need 1 or 2 back net shots here. I think Cam's the man to do it.
Cam's the man, I like
if
it.
he gets this away, the Lions are still winning. Here we go.
They've opted to go with everyone at the back.
Already, it's probably a wise choice. They need to protect more than 3 a ball. Oh, they're just going to take their medicine and probably win the skin. I think they're going for here, which is not what I would have said if I was coaching. I'd have just told them to try and whack it. Oh no, perhaps he. Strange that they've played the 2 down-ups, first 2 balls, not attacked it, and then Aaron's come down and tried to give it the big yahoo. 3 balls remaining, 2 of them need to go to the back net. Whether that be on the ground, on the full, or off the side net, they need to travel.
It's a lovely shot.
Good
and
shot,
well
very
fielded.
unlucky. He's taken the 1. They now need 2 back net shots off the final 2 deliveries. 13 to win. That's 1-7 and 1-6 for you maths geniuses. 2 sevens, a 7 and a 5 will tie
it's
it
only a
for
7 and a
Brazier.
5 for a tie. And it's out.
That's out now. Out stumped. And they've moved down to 17, meaning Cam's got to go, or no, Aaron's remained on strike, sorry, and he's got to go back net now for the skin.
What would you have done, Al? Would you have gone for the win?
Yeah. I think you have to pick the ball, though, don't you? I mean, that was back of a length just outside off, probably not the ball to be going for. If the ball's in the slot, then you'd back yourself
TK
to go.
showing a bit of leadership at the
I
back
see what
here.
you mean there, Kieran. It's a bit of a loose-headed moment to go for that there. Good shot. You're going to hold the
And
ball.
one,
now they've
and
come away
the
with 1
Warriors
point.
have won. The Warriors have won by 16 runs. So a good win for the Warriors there against the Lions. Unlucky, really, because it shaped up to be quite a good game and didn't quite get us there.
Kieran will take this one.
I actually think they've batted pretty well there, and what's let them down is the start with the ball and the field. The first 8 overs they didn't really get going, and then the second 8 overs they did get going. And what we saw was a pretty strong batting performance. There's too many wickets lost probably, but they could have won that game.
Yep.
But they made it very difficult by conceding so many in the first 8 overs. I think that's all for us. Is it, Anish? Last
Yeah,
word?
that's it for us for this game, guys. We'll be back at 3 o'clock for the men's game. We've got the Lions versus the Warriors. So a repeat of the last game, but in the men's category. That will be 3 o'clock, and I believe you'll be with Duncan Norris again. So see you then. Thank you. We nailed it. Yeah.